fighting right now with the mosquitoes. I'm always in a fight with the mosquitoes. But today we are in the woods. I wanted to bring you to the woods to show you how calm it can be in your life. It grounds you totally. And actually, I wanted to talk about forgiveness today, but on my way over here, oh Lord, those mosquitoes! Something happened that I would like to share with you. On my way here, I had to take a little, how do you call that, elevator. It's called elevator, but it's not really an elevator, but it takes you from the ground station to up to the mountain. So I took this elevator today to get here, and when I was waiting down by the elevator, and the door opened, I got into the elevator, and some people behind me were trying to come in too. There was a little boy, a blonde hair, adorable, maybe 3 or 4 years old, a little kiddo. And all of a sudden, a person from the back came hugging him, giving him a kiss, like, mwah. And he began to cry, burst in tears, because apparently, and he was holding his eyes, apparently the guy who was family member or father hurt him by kissing him. And so the mother went into the elevator, and the kid came by, and the mother took her kid, embraced it, and told him, like, did it hurt? I don't think he did it on purpose. It was an accident. He didn't want to harm you. But this little kid was crying and crying and crying, and he could see me, and in his tears he watched me, and he was like, what is going on? He was like, something. He was crying, but at the same time you could see in his mind, he was like, what is going on here? Who is that? And if I see a kid crying, it's like, it's a very deep pain I feel, really, because they are crying like in such a pure way. We adults, we always taking back our emotions or holding back our emotions, but kids are like purely. And when I saw him crying and he looked into my eyes, I looked back into his eyes, and I was like, just observing him, wasn't trying to do anything in particular, just showing him my presence. And he was getting curious, and he kind of stopped crying a little bit. Then he was getting like shy, getting back and forth, and all of a sudden I had some so strong visions about his life entering my mind. All of a sudden I could see that the pain he was feeling in this moment, caused by his father's kiss, was a pain which you can't explain if it's really that way, because you figured if somebody kisses his own kids, it's a lot of love. But the kid was actually lacking love of his father, and I could see in a vision, it was presented to me, that this lack of love would cause him so much pain in his adult life that he would take drugs, he would be very skinny, and always craving for that love and not feeling enough. It was, but within seconds, it was presented to me. And actually this never happened before. I mean, I can read persons and I can feel persons' feelings and know where they are, although they're not in the same room as I am, for example, or I know what they think or what they feel. But having like flash forward of a kid's life is something, it was very special to me. Seeing this, having this vision of his life and this feeling and this relationship with his dad, I looked him in the eyes and I could see how beautiful his soul is. And so, and in the work with people, when I do healing sessions, very often their soul or their essence shines through, and I can see it, I can feel it, and it's always such a beautiful thing. And I always think, like, if this person only could see how beautiful she or he or they are, you know? Everybody has this special something within themselves that is their pure essence. It varies totally. It can be pure fire, or it can be pure love, or like an angelic energy, or it could be like the essence of a tree, or it could be kind of goddess thing or god thing, like powerful thing within somebody. Everybody, you too who are watching this, you have something special within yourself. And in the elevator, I could see that special thing in that boy. And I was like watching him, staring him with love in his eyes, and thinking, like talking to him in my thoughts and telling him, you are such a special, beautiful boy. You are so beautiful. You have so much love, and I love you so much. I was like, oh, I get goosebumps. I was trying to show him that the pain he's suffering is something real, yeah. And I know that pain very well. But at the same time, well, that pain causes him not to see how beautiful he is. And I saw it. Behind his pain, I could see the beauty he carries inside. And I was trying to present him what I see, to tell him, to make him feel, to make him believe how beautiful he is. And he totally calmed down. He got in the arms of his mom, and then he kind of getting out with his little tiny fingers, like doing something like this, like with his fingers, something like this. And I was like, yeah, he's reaching out, to touch me or something, I thought. And so I reached out to him. Oh, damn it, I don't have it right. I reached out to him to reach his tiny little fingers, and I could see that he has something in his hand. And he was trying to give me that something he was holding in his hand. And so I got it, and I looked at it, and it was a tiny little heart. I was like, he gave me this as a gift, a tiny little heart. And I got it with me. I have to check where in my bag. Let me see. Maybe the camera will Let me check. I wanna show you the little tiny gift he gave me. Maybe I have to stop the video. Just a sec. Just a second. Oh, damn it. Okay. I got the mosquitoes. Okay. That's my wallet. And of course I took it. I could not believe it. I was like nearly in tears because it wasn't my intention to talk to him in my thoughts to receive a gift. But that is the little tiny thing he had in his tiny hands giving to me. Can you see it? Let me see. You see? See a little closer. It's like something, I don't know. It's maybe his mom gave it to him, like, to play with it. But this tiny little heart, he gave it to me as a gift. And I told him I will keep it up until the end of my life. A very special moment. 5 seconds telling how beautiful he is, receiving a tiny heart. People never forget how beautiful you are. Never forget it. Never forget how beautiful you are. The pain you're suffering was caused by people who couldn't see your beauty. But you are beautiful. Wish you a good day.